420 Things Grow in Ontario. Is that what? Get it. It's an ant. Get it. Look at it crawling across the box. I'm gonna get. You seen it? I got it. Got it. So what you have here is an unboxing of a CLOUDLINE T6 fan. This is an AC Infinity product. I'm not sponsored by them, but I do affiliate links with them. So if you want to go over and get one of these, you go to their website, use the coupon code 420things at checkout. You'll get a bit of a discount. I'll get credit for the affiliates, and then I can bring you products like this as giveaways. I'm giving away one of these fans right now. You have to enter before August 2nd, and how you enter is you got to live in Canada or the USA. Either one. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to like this video. You're going to want to comment on the video saying I live in the US or Canada and I'd like to be entered into the draw. And then as long as you're a publicly subscribed person to the channel, you'll be put into the draw. And I'll do the draw on August 2nd. So you have until then to enter. Good luck. And if it's after that, sorry guys, skip ahead to the unboxing part. So first, the controller, user manual. That's usually pretty handy. And I can tell you that I've had some other user manuals for some of the competitors of this, and they're not very good at all. Lots of good information in here. Tells you what you need to do, tells you how to do it. Good stuff. So definitely want to keep that in plain sight. This kind of folds out, yeah. There's some foam in there. Oh, it's protect. Oh, look at that. Foam protect the controller. There's the controller. 2 plugs for the sensor. Okay, and then we get into this. We got some packaging. Let's see what we got in here. So this is the 6-inch model, T6. You probably already knew that. 12 feet of sensor. So this is, you plug this in to the unit. This sensor hangs in your tent, wherever you want to control the humidity and the temperature, and 12 feet of that. 2 6-inch hose clamps. It's good. Okay, what do we got here? I don't usually use this stuff because I hang mine in a different way. Oh, those are some nice straps. Those are handy for carbon filters, even for fans and stuff like that. They're kind of like you just weave it through and it'll hold itself up. Some zip ties, some screws, some miscellaneous stuff. But like I said, I'm going to hang this differently. You guys might need that, but there's a lot of stuff in there. Okay, so that's the end of the accessory bag. Now let's get into the fan itself. So it's got foam on either side, so it's supported literally right out of the ground. Let's get rid of the box. So as you can see, it's like it's not touching, so it's been suspended in animation and in shipping. Let's get rid of the foam. And here we go. All right, so if you look at the electrical cord to the plug, that is an 8-foot cord. If you look at the cord length to the controller, right, so that's the longer one that's going to plug into the controller and you know, use the controller to control the fan. It is 20 feet, this one's 20 feet. So fan, whether you're inside the tent, outside the tent, inside your room, outside your room, you have 20 feet to go to the controller, but only 8 feet to go to the plug. So I don't know if you guys know this, but this AC Infinity fan uses their PWM, pulse width modulation. This means, sounds difficult, but what this means is that the motor is able to run smoothly, really at extremely low RPM. So, you know, without generating heat or noise. So it's going to be quieter, it's going to be longer, I think it's rated at 67,000 hours. Like, holy jeez, that's a long time. So this fan is pretty dope. So this smart controller, not only does it have the basic temperature and humidity triggers, but it also allows you to set a dynamic fan speed that respond based on the changes. So go even further by setting a minimum speed that the fan will run constantly and will only increase when triggered. It's got some timers, some cycles, and schedule modes. It has custom on-demand activation for a variety of uses, so it securely connects with the AC Infinity app, and you can, get the details. You can access the fan and everything on that, right? So what you're going to want to do is it's either available on the App Store for Apple and or Google Play for everything else. But I'm going to go through the setup here in the later part of the video. I'm going to get my phone, I'm going to download the app, and I'm going to get a video of it here. But this is, all the directions are in the book, so don't lose the book. So yeah, look at there's how many pages in here? 58 pages of instructions. Listen, sometimes instructions can be silly. You don't really need them. But when you're trying to set this thing up, instructions are going to be handy. Well written and, covering everything would be great. So yeah. While I get this slid over and plugged in, we'll go a little bit more into the specs. 38 watts of power usage. The airflow is 402 CFM and a noise level of 32 decibels. Now, that being said, is that loud? Is it not loud? Well, I can tell you that the cheaper competitors of this product are a lot louder than this. So I guess that goes to their, their motor, that PWM motor that they're using, their technology, definitely keeps it quieter. There's no doubt about it. So let's get into plugging this fan in. All right, so now we got the fan plugged in with the sensor. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to calibrate it. How do you calibrate it? Well, for me, this is what I do. This is a relative humidity of 62 humidity pack. So I put it in a Ziploc bag. I put the sensor in here. And what I do is I close the bag all the way up, but I can't close it all the way because obviously the cable's in here. So then I just kind of roll it over a few times, and then I'll let it sit. So then it's sealed as much as it's gonna be for as well as I can get it. I mean, I could duct tape it or something like that, but it seems to be all right like this. And then it'll seal. I'll put some weight on it. Look at this handy dandy thing right here. I'll just put some weight on it and I'll let it get up to temperature. And then I'll know that it's calibrated to that 62% humidity. I'll use a couple gauges. I'll make sure it's 62, but I've done this before. I put it in the Ziploc bag. It gets to 62. And here's the controller. So let's get the fan on and let's just turn it on and let's see how loud it is. I know it's not going to be like, how do you do it? Oh, is it because I have it on the app, maybe? I have the app set up. Okay, let's push it and hold it. Okay, and then let's ram it right up to 10. So it'll still slowly climb up. Let's go, little boy. And that thing is humming along. So yeah, plugged in, running. All right, let's get right into the app and let's add the device. So this is different controllers. I got the controller 67, so we'll pick that one. And then start pairing. Controller and mobile device must be within 5 feet. I was farther than 5 feet, but it's still connected. I don't know the exact range. Maybe you can take a peek at that and see, but that's as quick and easy as it is. Then you have the device, new device. So let's click on that and get right into it. And then what do you got here? So you got the control. It's set to off, which is fine because that's what it was set to when I connected it. Then this is the data. I've only had it plugged in for a few minutes, so you can see it's already changing and moving. And you'll see a time frame. And then the history log, that's at the bottom right. There was no history log because I haven't done anything yet. And then back to the main setting. So it's still on off. I can put this to 8, 9, 10. It doesn't really matter because it's still set to off. You'd have to go in through, click on the off button, and then choose it. You can use the slider at the bottom, or you can use the slider, like at the first part I was doing it, with the slider at the bottom here, but you can use the round dial up here as well. looks like once you stop doing something, it has like a little blue line that goes across the top. I guess that's sending it to the unit, so it's not super instant. I mean, it's Bluetooth, right? So it's got to take a second. And then over here, this gives you a little, you know, the what's going on. Some settings here. Change the name. You can call it whatever. I'm going to call it 420 things, of course, and I'm going to put it as my 5x5. I only have the one, but if you had multiple, you'd want to, you know, be able to name them, right? So let's see what else we can do here once we confirm that. Okay, so we're back into the settings, the controller, and then you can do the brightness, yeah, and then you got the calibration. I'm going to need to do this. It's calibrating right now. VPD leaf temperature offset. I'm going to have to look into that. That's sounds kind of cool. I'm not sure what it is and how it works for this app, but I'm definitely going to, you know, take a peek at that. And then you go over to the port, and then all port settings are here, and then the system, and delete the device. I'm not going to delete the device, but let's go down here now to the second one, automation. This is the second icon on the bottom, from the left going to right, and now you can set up, you know, your automations. Start time this time, that time PM, and then you can pick the mode. So if you want it to be on all the time during that time, you do this. Or if you want it to be on the auto, then you do this. So that's, I like that. I like to be able to, you can be able to set a go time. And then here's the graph, and now because I've done something, there's something in the history log. So the app's pretty straightforward, 4 different pages, some settings, and that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. So why don't we end this video here? Say hi to Tommy here on the way out, but yeah, that's it. So check out AC Infinity. Go to their website. Use the coupon code 420things at checkout. You will get a discount, and the channel will get credit for an affiliate sale. So if you could help with the channel, that'd be great. And if you're still within that time frame and we're still early enough and it's not August 2nd of 2022, enter in for the draw, and hopefully you can win one of these things, because they're a good product. Their stuff is good. It's better than the cheap versions, that's for sure. I've tried one of the cheap versions, and it's not the same. All right, ladies and gentlemen, like, subscribe, and do all that jazz. Yeah.